Welcome, fellow crafters. Today I'm going to be doing a slimline card with a distressed background with foil. Now this is a beautiful pale pastel pink foil and I just love the look this gives me. I'm also going to be using Altenew's Wallpaper art, stamp and die set. These flowers are stunning as well. I just love them. They're so big and they're so bold. Now what you're going to notice here is I'm actually going to be starting out with an A2 card size, and I do move to the Slimline because there's just not enough room on this A2 for those big flowers. So let's get started on the foiling, because I am just going to show you the distressed foiling on this A2 card. So what I'm going to be using is the Deco Foil Liquid Adhesive. And I'm just going to run that on my card and then smooth it out with this, I guess it's actually a Mod Podge smoother tool. And then I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to rough that up a little bit. Now I'm going to set that aside and just let it dry a little bit so it can get a little sticky. Now while that's drying, I'm going to stamp and color my flowers here from that Altenew stamp set. I'm using an alcoholic based ink because I am going to be using my Zig brush markers to color in my petals. I really get some beautiful tones with these markers. So while I color most of these petals on this flower, I'm going to turn on some music and I will catch you guys on the other side. So here are the finished flowers. I added a little bit of purple in the middle to go along with the black. Now I'm going to add the foil to my card panel here, and you'll see the beautiful, beautiful background that this is. I think this is a technique I'm going to use more often. Because I'm always looking for something for the backgrounds and I never know what to do. I don't know if I should blend, if I should do a full background stamp. You know, sometimes those background stamps are just a little bit too busy and I'm looking for more subtlety. So here it is, guys. I just love it. I love how easy it is to make, how simple it is. It's beautiful yet elegant and distressed at the same time, and it's just not too busy. It's really simple, and it gives just that little extra character to the card. So now what I'm going to do is, I had this really good idea, and it is a really good idea, it just didn't work out for this card, is I'm going to take a little bit of that Decofoil adhesive and I'm going to add it to my stamps because I haven't moved those yet from my positioner. So I'm just going to take a sponge here and I'm going to add it to my stamps and I'm going to re-stamp my flowers and I'm going to add that Decofoil to it. But what I don't realize as I'm doing this is that pink pastel foil is really quite transparent. So when I put it on the center of these flowers, which is really what I was going for, I wanted it more so just on the center of these flowers, it doesn't really show. It hardly shows at all. You really just get a little bit of shine out of it, and that's it. So as you can see, I've got the foil down here. You can see how transparent that foil really is. And once I peel it off, and we'll just wait for that here, there's really no difference. You really can't see it. And I noticed that, and I'm trying to give it a little bit more, and it's just not going to work. I'm just not going to get any more out of this foil on the center of these flowers. It really doesn't do anything. No, this didn't ruin the flowers, so to speak, but I think maybe a stronger color would have worked. But yeah, you really see here, I'm just getting a little bit of shine. I'm not going to get any pastel pink. Moving on. So now I'm just going to stamp some leaves. This is from the same set, the Wallpaper Art by Altenew, and I'm just using that same black archival ink that I used for the flowers because I am going to use my brush markers to color in the large leaves. So I'm not going to show the coloring of the leaves, we're just going to skip forward. I do try and lay these out on my A2 card size, and I just move them about, and it just takes up so much room that you can't even see my Decofoil. So I decided to go to a Slimline card size. So here you can see, I didn't show the process again, that I've got a Slimline and I did the same process. I actually layered up the foil a little bit. So I added the glue, the adhesive, I foiled it, and then I added a little bit more adhesive, not much, and then foiled it again. So it gave me a little bit more depth in the color. And I like both. I mean, it's a very subtle difference, but I do like both. So here I am just trying to lay everything out. Now I did take all of those black leaves and cut that up just so I could add them in different areas and make it a little bit shorter and use those leaves. So you can see here on the Slimline that this fits a lot better than it did on the A2, and it looks a lot better. So I'm really glad I moved on to the Slimline card size. I haven't made too many cards. Actually, this is only my second Slimline card, and I do quite enjoy it. So I do see the draw in people doing these all the time now because you have so much more room. There's so much more you can do. So I'm just going to throw in some music while I line this up and adhere it to my card base, and I will catch you guys again one more time on the other side when we wrap this up. So I've stamped the inside of my card base, and now I'm just stamping the back, and I'm using a little stamp that says, "This card took hours to make, love it, cherish it." I just think it's so cute. So if you watched the entire video, or at least listened to the entire video, you heard that I've only made one slimline card before this. Well, I had to make an envelope for that slimline card, and I kind of just kept going. So I made about 10 of these envelopes because I have this beautiful patterned paper, and I just kind of kept going. So I just pulled out this envelope here, made my choice, and it fits perfectly. So that's it for me today, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you at the next video.